Okay, welcome back for part 2. Your loom should look like this now, and on all the middle, the hearts of the starburst, you need to have put a cap band, and you turn your loom around and put a cap band on here like this, and we start looming. The first you loom is this black one, go behind the cap band, go one up. Also this one, go behind the cap band, take the first band and loom it up. Then you go again behind the cap band and loom this one. And then we are going to start looming all the starburst. You go behind this band, take the first one of the starbursts and loom it up. Then you go inside your cap band you place on the middle of the starburst, and you find this band and loom it back to itself. Then you take, oh wait, see, I'm too nervous, I'm sorry. Of course you find this one first, go behind the cap band, you find this one and you loom it back to itself. The second one is this one, you find it, loom it back to itself. Then the one that goes up, then the one that goes left up, and the one that goes left down. And that's your first starburst. Then you take the red, loom it up, go behind the cap band, find this one and loom it back to itself. Find this one and loom it back to itself. And you will find that when you start looming the starburst, by every band you loom it gets easier because there are not many bands left. Go up and you take the one that goes down. So now I turn my loom around because that's easier for me to work with. I like working like this. Take the blue one, find this one and go there. Find this one, go there. This one. And that's how you loom all the starburst. And something it's easy to fix. You take the white one, you go up, then you find this one, loom it back to itself, and this one, loom it back to itself. When the bands go inside each other a bit, you just put your hook in, wiggle it a little bit, and the bands will fall into place just easy. And that's how you loom all the starbursts. When a band snaps or just like this it gets away from you, Just go inside the cat band, inside the other band, put the band on your hook and loom it onto itself. Okay, what happened here? Oh, I'll see. This one has to go back. This one let loose. It's because there are a lot of bands on the pack, so it could be that one is getting away from you. Don't panic, just look what happens. Put it back, and this, and like this, and then we go inside here, take this band, and all is well again. Don't panic if a band gets loose. Normally it's quite easy to fix. Just look where the band is coming from or where it went. Wiggle a bit so everything falls on place. Find your band and loom it to itself. And that's what I told you, I can't edit, so you will see all my flaws for now. As soon as I've figured out how to edit my movies, you will not see me fail again. Oh well, it's part of life, doesn't matter. I guess I'm not the only one. Only I'm not the only one who can't edit the other film. So you're stuck with my flaws. Starburst is quite easy to loom. It's quite pretty too, I think. If your pack is too full and you're afraid your bands are gonna slip off, just put your finger on it and they will stay in place. And you see, the farther you get at your starburst, the easier it gets to find the right band. I hope my English is not too bad. Doesn't make you scream or run from your computer. There are a few ways you can loom your bracelet. You can do all the parts, all the sides separately, or you can do all at once. It's just how you like it. I like to do first all my starbursts and then do all the bands that go straight up. The last one up, find this one, and then you find that one, this one. And now you've loomed all your starburst on this side. I'll put them down on the peg because there is another band going to join them later. So they won't slip off, I'll put the bands down. Okay, then I'll start on the second row of starbursts. Take this one, loom it that way, take the white one and loom it up. So now you work the other way around. You started here and now you're going to start here. Go behind the cap band, find your band and loom it to yourself. It's a bit tricky because the cap band is white too. And the first one is always a bit tricky because you have to find your rhythm. Well, I have to find my rhythm. And that's it. Sorry. I have a bit of a cold. Need to drink a lot of water. And then you go up behind the band, find this one and loom it to itself. Make sure you are behind the cap band every time. And the blue one. And then I'm going to turn it around again for me because it's easier for me. It's just the first one, the first two ones. I need to figure out if your bands are a bit twisted, just give them a little wiggle. They will become right. These ones are more easier because the bands are a different color than the cap band. Okay. And you just need to get the hang of it, how to hold your hook. Sorry. So the band won't slip off your hook when you need to turn it to put the band on another peg. when we have finished looming all the starbursts, you can go and loom the inside. Maybe you're quicker than me, could be. Wouldn't be so strange. I am not a fast loomer. And some days it just doesn't work. You got, well, I think we all got some days like that. Whatever you try, it doesn't work. And sometimes I want to do it perfectly and I mess up. Just like in the beginning of the video, try to do it as perfectly as possible and forget my design. That's why I write it down. And so I write it down, but I don't take my book. Well, I hope it didn't scare you away and you decide to give this bracelet a try anyway, even though I mumble a bit in the beginning. The last starburst. And this is the last one. Okay, now you have loomed all your starbursts. Put them down a bit. So we can start looming the middle. The first one you're going to loom now is row 3. Go behind all the bands, take the black one on the bottom and loom it up. Hold the bands. I'll turn around again now. Go behind all the bands, take the band on the bottom and loom it up. Make sure you go behind the bead, behind all the bands that are the starburst, and take the black one on the bottom and loom it up. And that's one. Then you do the second row in the middle. Go behind all the bands, take the one on the bottom and loom it up. If you feel that there is a little bit of tension on it, just give it a little wiggle. not too hard, so your band doesn't break. If it does break, it is quite easy to repair. Just go down to the bottom on both pegs and pull a band in between. If it does happen now, I will show you, but I hope it doesn't. It takes a lot of time. So let's keep our fingers crossed that all my bands stay whole and don't break. Oh, don't tempt fate, they say. Okay, that's the other middle row, and now I'm going to loom the outside row. Go to the second row, go to the outside, go all the way down, take the last black band and loom it forward. Make sure you take all bands and take the last one. Push all the bands away and take the last one. I'm not sure if you hear the noise on the background. That's our rabbit. His name is Apollo, and he wants some attention. My daughter is in bed now. My husband is working, so it's just me tonight, and he really doesn't like it, and he doesn't get attention. And the last one going this way. Okay, now we do the last row, row 6, go into row 5 to 6, go behind all the bands, take the last black band and loom it forward. Be careful, just give it a little tug and a little wiggle. Put all the bands aside and take the last band on the peg and loom it forward. Okay, almost there. And this is our last one. Now I'll take 2 bands for D. I put one here, put it and the other one I'll put here, just to make sure it's all. Now I don't like to pull off my bracelet, so I'll just put my hook underneath and put the bands up. That takes away right away the tension away from the bracelet and gives minimum chances of ripping your bands. Sorry if I have to put my hand in front of it, just to make sure my bands don't snap. And it keeps your bracelet more in form, doesn't okay. It takes a bit more time, but it's worth the effort. So you have minimal chance of snapping your bands. Okay, I believe that's now my last 2 rows, and I'll give it a little tug. And it's finished. And this is my result. I'll put the beads on the side a bit. They are a bit in a zigzag, so it depends a bit on the size of the bead. And this is your result. This is how it should look. It is possible to wear it both ways. It's just why, but I like this one more. Okay, this was my first English tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And I do have Instagram, just my tablet isn't working at the moment, so I'm not on Instagram, but I have my own Facebook page called Marianneke's Loomen met kralenhoekje. You'll find the URL on the bottom of the tutorial, and you can post your bracelets to show me if you made one of mine. So thank you, and see you next time. Bye.